Thanks, Mark. I don't have Neely as such a pedigree as Mark does. We're really a start-up in Australia. But I just want to revert back to, being that it's an Australian panel today, revert back to a question that was asked earlier this morning about protection of IP in China. So in Australia, we protect our IP with a boomerang. Okay. But I'd actually like to hand it over to Mike, and thank you for being the chairman for the last couple of days.
Yeah, thank you.
Just a memento of us being up here. I'm actually now the chairman of Integrated Animal Health. My CEO is sitting across from me here, so I'll get that right. I was the founder, and originally Integrated Animal Health came out of a horse feed company, which we still own in Australia. But about 10 years ago, I decided I started to wonder what a world would be like without having to use antibiotics. Where our horse feed was a natural horse feed at the time, and it still is now, so we're a little bit ahead of the curve there. And approximately 6 years ago, we were, as a family, investing in human biotechnology in Australia, and it occurred to me that we could take some of these human biotechnologies and actually transfer them across to animal health. And so we were granted a license from a Melbourne biotechnology company, and from there we did 11 clinical and field trials on mastitis and other such things as racehorse supplements. And out of that was born Integrated Animal Health. We originally planned to only operate in the Asia-Pacific Rim, but when the world started to hear our story, where we had taken these human technologies across and developed animal health technologies, which at the time was not sexy, and Wall Street didn't know what animal health was at all. So we got a lot of press, and out of that came basically from the heavens, but out of the emails trail, we had a lot of people start contacting our company at the time and saying, well, hang on, I've got a technology as well. And that was either companies or scientists or IP owners or tech transfer officers from universities. So if we fast forward to today, our little company that still has about 10 employees, but offices in 5 cities around the world, we've got 37 technologies that are in different variations or iterations of the pipeline. Some are now products that are on the market. But our view is we see ourselves, we pivoted, for one of a better word, in the last couple of years, and we now see ourselves as an innovation engine. But really, the way we run our business is we're like a record company, where we are actually identifying artists, some new, some old, and then we take them across the valley of death and commercialise the technology that they've got, or what the artist has, if you want to consider an artist a scientist or a scientist an artist. So then we, as a record company would do, we provide the umbrella for those innovators and the emerging technologies to give them what they don't know that they need, but sometimes it's IP protection, sometimes it's further R&D to take it out of in vitro into the in vivo, or out of in vivo into commercial scale up. Or any other of the requirements they need, the legal, the regulatory requirements, we provide all of that for them. So we guide them along. So that's Integrated Animal Health started as a company focused on actually delivering products to market and selling them into the market, where now we take the products, develop them, get them across the valley of death, and then present them to the larger animal health companies to then license them. So our gig really now is licensing. That's it for me, thanks.
Cool.